What's up, guys? This shot here for the Team Fantasy Football League Commissioner Cody. We're here with your Week 11 preview. And I'm watching Thursday Night Football. As I said last week, I wasn't going to, but I am, so it's whatever. But we're here with your preview. As always, we're going to start with your defending champion, back-to-back champion, Scott. Number 7 versus number 3, Greg. Scott is 6-4, projected 163.1 to Greg's 5-5 and projected 170.9. Off the jump, before I even look at this, I haven't looked at anybody's rosters. I've only looked at mine so far this week. I haven't even looked at what Hubert's got going on. This matchup, Scott, please pull out a huge win for me, my guy. I am really not trying to, worry about my division lead in my division. And they're right there. The projections are moving. Well, the projections are moving, so I should get through this as quickly as possible. Just because. All right. Not really just because, but, we'll make it somewhat quick. What's jumping out here? Questionable. So, James Robinson's questionable. Why is James Robinson questionable? Shoulder limited, but there's no reason to think he's in any danger of missing the game. So, great. What's Calvin Ridley looking like? Because I have this question. Actually, not really. I'm 1-9 in that league. Yes, I do have a 1-9 league. It's unfortunate. It's Scott's league. I'm cursed. Speak of the devil. Very unfortunate. But he's limited. I think he might play this week. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. But it does for Scott. So we'll see. If he doesn't play, who would he put in there? Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Tyler Lockett's just doing everything right now. So that's just scaling these projections. But I'm not changing the number that I just said because that's not fair. Nelson Aguilar is probably the only guy Scott would throw in there. Or Noah Fant if he plays. I don't know if I'd throw Perryman in there. But nonetheless, what else is going on in this matchup? Well, it's the Vikings all for Greg. Greg has the Vikings quarterback, Kirk Cousins, running back, Dalvin Cook, wide receiver, Justin Jefferson. I thought they had their defense. I'm glad they don't. Their defense is bad. But yeah, they have the entire Vikings offense. So that's always hit or miss, usually. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked over there. Let's see. Nobody's really throwing anybody, that makes it interesting on that regard. Yeah, so this matchup, who do I think's gonna win this matchup? Oh, that's a tough one. A lot tougher than I thought it was gonna be. I'm going to pick Scott to win this one. A little bit biased just because I don't want Greg to win. But, as commissioner, that's very not good. Don't do that. But no, I think Scott's going to win. I think Greg's going to make it close, though. They are known to hit. So we'll see. Good luck, guys. Little sidetrack there. All right. Moving on to number 4, Liam. He's 7-3, projected 172.3 versus number 9, Eric, 4-6. He's projected 150 points. As I said in the power rankings / recap video previously, I don't know what to make of Eric's team. It's so hit or miss all the time, and it's frustrating to rank in the power rankings because one week, I see why he blows up, but then, the next week, I understand why he doesn't. So it's always difficult to read his team. But first, let's look at injuries. Stafford's questionable with that broken something. Let's see what it actually is. I think it's a thumb or something. Yeah, it's his thumb. He broke his thumb. But he's a tough fella, so he should be in there. AJ Brown, he sat out of practice today. He might not play. Well, what we've seen, he always sits out early, so I guess he'll play. We'll never know. It's only Thursday. Well, we will know, but not in this video. Now, what's jumping out at me? Well, the Titans on the left, you have for Liam, Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. On the right, you have A.J. Brown, assuming he plays. Interesting. You have the Titans on the left, and then you have the Patriots on the right with Cam Newton and Jacoby Myers over there. Eric's rolling with one quarterback. Who's his other quarterback? Oh, Josh Allen's on bye. I forgot. Rough week for Eric and buys. What's Liam with a couple IR spots open, but doesn't want to throw anybody in there. That's interesting. Minshew's listed as out. Well, his kicker, not that matters. So if Stafford doesn't play, who are you going to throw in, bro? I mean, I guess you could throw Ripien in there. Why is J.D. McKissick on your bench? I don't know who you take out, but... Oh, shit. I'm... DK Metcalf for the touchdown. Spoiler alert. I don't know. I just like J.D. McKissick a lot. You have a lot of options, sir. I like your team. Whether Mixon plays or not, he has Bernard. On the right... Yeah, Eric's team's pretty set as far as who he's going to play. Who do I think is going to win this game? Honestly, I think Liam's going to win this game. His team is just solid up and down, even without the Metcalf touchdown. Like I said, I've been telling you, I've been talking Liam's team up all season. You know, he had a rough couple weeks. I know he had some buys and stuff in there, but we all do, you know. So, but his team is very good. Like top to bottom, his bench is strong. Watch out for Liam, guys. As I've been saying for the last 10 weeks. But as I said, his team is known to put up 237 points for no reason. So watch out. That is possible. Without Josh Allen, I don't know that I'd bet on that. But I'm voting for Liam this week. Sorry, Eric. Moving on to number 8, Brandwagon coming off an upset against number 2, Phil. Brandwagon, can you make it 2 in a row, buddy? I sure hope so. That just would just throw the power rankings for a loop, depending on how Phil loses. But that may or may not happen. Brandwagon, like I said, he's number 8 on the power rankings after an upset. 3 and 7 for Brandwagon, projected 164 points to Phil's, who's 8 and 2. Number 2 in the power rankings, as I said, 179.1 points projected. What's going on in this matchup? Phil with the sly Carlos Hyde ad. I tried to add him. I might have confused myself. That's usually what happens. But I tried to add him, and it said waiver. And then you added him like in the afternoon. I was just like, what the heck? I'm sorry for the yawns. I haven't yawned at all today. Except for now. I think it's just because I'm sitting. Maybe I can raise this thing. Nope, that's as high as it goes. What else? What's intriguing about this matchup? I just love Phil's team. That's what's intriguing. Phil's team is just top to bottom. I mean, and then he had I saw one Ahmed ad that was hard. With Robinson on bye, no David Montgomery. His team is so deep. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's going on in this matchup, because I seem to get sidetracked, as you guys can tell. Um, Nothing's. Joe Flacco throwing to Jamison Crowder. Joe Flacco being Brandwagon's team. Jamison Crowder being on Phil's team. What else is going on here? There's not much, like, as far as the side by sides. One day I can get a green screen and I can, like, put this up behind me and I can just be like, yeah, see, I don't know, whatever. But it's hard. These videos aren't very good at this moment. I'll get better, don't worry. But this matchup, I think I'm going to pick Phil. Phil's team is just so dominant. I love Phil's team. Much love to Phil and his team. But much love to Brandwagon and his team. They're sneaky good. They could put up 200 points. His team they're very hit or miss. They just haven't hit yet, which I'm waiting for. Still sitting down there with Des Bryant. I love it. You're a dog. Yeah, I'm picking Phil. Yeah, that's that. Moving on. We have number 10, Craig. Ooh. Versus number 12, Dylan. Craig is 3-7, 161.4 projection for him. To Dylan, who's 2-8, 157.7 for him, projection wise. Craig rocking the Tua Jameis Winston 1-2 punch this week. Oh, with Drew Brees on IR. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Can we see Michael Thomas come back, Dylan? Like, can we send some, like, positive vibes, some happiness, maybe, I don't know, some flowers, something to cheer him up, get him motivated to get us some points? I know me and Will need it. Will and I, however you're supposed to say that. Ooh. Craig's team's pretty good right now. I worry about Robbie Anderson without Teddy Bridgewater, but, excuse me. Let's see. I'm curious to see what Antonio Brown does. He dropped that pass last week, and, that could have changed the entire week for Dylan. I like Craig's team. It's pretty solid. Dylan's team's very hit or miss. And keep in mind that, they both have strong defenses and kickers. This is going to be interesting. Steelers defense and Young Hoku for Craig versus the Colts defense and Justin Tucker. Very interesting. I think I'm going to pick Craig, though. I think Craig's going to win this one. Moving on. Where are we at? Number 1, Will versus number 11, Kyle. Will's 6-4, coming off a big win over me, 230 something points. Can't remember. Projected 197.8 versus Kyle, 4-6 somehow. I gave him the love last week. He didn't go 5-5. I thought he would. Projected 153.9. Alvin Kamara and Devontae Adams are questionable, but his team is solid if they're all healthy. I worry about the bench a little bit. Just guys I'm not big on. I mean, Boston Scott, if Miles Sanders doesn't play. Preston Williams on IR. You should move him down there and find somebody. I mean, Tim Patrick could have a big game. But CeeDee Lamb, I don't believe in Dallas without Dak. They're Dakless is what they are. But, I mean, he had a big game against the Steelers, so, I mean, That was scary. I thought a knee went to the back. But yeah, no, I just worry about that offense. I mean, they're playing against Minnesota, so Minnesota's not very good. I understand that. Um, Defensively, I should say. I mean, they're on a winning streak. I get it, but they're not. Their defense isn't statistically the best. Um, Dallas Goddard, yeah. I mean, yeah, Will has an okay bench. Not one of my favorites. Um, Looking over at Kyle. Let's see what Kyle's working with. You're still gonna go with both Denver running backs? I wish you changed your mind. What did Rager do last week? I thought he might be half decent. 447. That was half decent. Still not startable though. I just don't like Philip Lindsay. I'd throw Rex Burkhead in there. It's easy to say coming off, but he does his thing. I don't like both of them together, if that makes sense. But it's your team. I want you to live your best life, be happy, and I hope that I'm wrong. DeAndre Swift is questionable. Didn't practice. He has a concussion. Watch out. Will, you might be in trouble. You got 3 injuries on your team. You better hope they're all good for Sunday, my friend. What else? Man. I think I'm going to pick Will to win this. I will say, though, if 2 of those 3 players for Will do not play, I'm picking Kyle. If Alvin, Devontae, or DeAndre Swift, two of the 3, if they don't play, I'm picking Kyle. But otherwise, it's going to be Will. Will's team is just... We've been oohing and ahhing over it all week. Moving on. The final matchup, and... Oh, I didn't say the matchup of the week. Which one would be matchup? I didn't even look. There isn't really a matchup that would make matchup of the week really intriguing. I think my matchup with Hobert is kind of interesting. So we're both 6-4. That's matchup of the week material. Hobert number 5, versus Cody number 6, on the power rankings. 6-4 for Hobert. He's projected 157.5. To Cody's 6-4, projected 174.8. Excuse me. Let's look and see what's going on in this matchup here. Cody's team. Oh, let's take a note, fellas. Cody with the clutch ad of Taysom Hill. There's no Drew Brees. Now, Taysom Hill has his own fantasy value, even with Drew Brees there. But now that Jameis Winston's in there, you guys better watch out. I'm starting 3 quarterbacks now. Jameis goes down. Ooh, I got 3 quarterbacks because he's the tight end in ESPN. You better watch out. IQ play 200. Watch out. Looking over, I completely hijacked that segment. Looking over at Hobert's team. Hobert's team's strong. I'm not a big fan of J.K. Dobbins or any Ravens at this point. I know they can put up points because they score touchdowns, whatever. But I worry about anybody on the Ravens team. Now, keep in mind that Hobert is hit with a little bit of buys with Stephon Diggs. Darius Slayton's on bye. John Brown's on bye. Tyler Bass's Buffalo Kickers on bye. It's the price you pay for having a bunch of Bills there, Hobert. He's on a winning streak, as he pointed out in a short little conversation we had earlier. Wishing each other luck. What else is going on in this matchup? Oh, I love that team. Cody has a lot of options. Way too many options. I mean, if T. Higgins plays, I'm glad Chris Carson didn't play. That would have made too many options. I don't know what to do. So many options. Unfortunately, I'm just used to the disappointment. So I'm going to pick Hobert to win this week. Go Hobert. Penalty on something. I just think his team's going to blow up. Everybody blows up on me. So, I love my team. Like, on paper, my team is better than everybody's. From top to bottom, including my bench, yes. Forgive me, my team is better than everybody. That's Cody speaking, not the commissioner. But no, my team doesn't ever show up the way it should. I feel like it should. So, obviously my expectations are biased. So, and Hobert's on a winning streak. He could easily keep going. His team could blow up. So I'm going to give Hobert the nod on this one. Just because I'm just tired of the disappointment. So I'm expecting it. That way I expect it. A little bit of reverse psychology there. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, good luck, Hobert. Your team can easily put up 200 points. Well, not as easily without Stephon Diggs, but they could easily put up enough points to beat me because that's just what happens. Recently, anyway. But, anything can happen. That's why you love the game. If you're, as always, guys, that's your, not always, but that's your Week 11 preview. As always, if you have any questions, reach out, y'all saying. Yeah, hope everybody's happy, safe, healthy. You know the vibes. Adios, amigos.